Hello and welcome back to another video on Asia Now, where I bring you guys the top stories from the Philippines, Thailand, and other countries. In this video, I'll tell you about Manila has a 561 million peso in unpaid debt for garbage collection, waste firm says. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau resigns. The Philippines President Marcos Jr. thanks United Arab Emirates, find out why. And a very interesting report on Philippines condo rental prices being the lowest in the past 15 years. Let's jump straight into our main story. But the Philippines USD peso exchange looking about the same as yesterday, 58.27 right now, so not much of a change there. Here's our main story, and right after this I'm going to show you guys the actual clip from ANC if you guys want to check that out. Condominium rental prices in Metro Manila have dropped to their lowest levels in 15 years, according to David Lee Chiu, CEO of Lee Chiu Property Consultants. This is due to an oversupply of units worsened by the exit of the Philippines offshore gaming operators. The trend is particularly evident in areas like Manila Bay Area, Alabang, and Makati. Lee Chiu advises renting instead of buying, noting the rental discounts of 50 to 60% are much larger than the price cuts for purchasing, 10 to 30%. Renting also offers financial flexibility, allowing individuals to save or invest elsewhere. It saves time for those seeking housing closer to work or school, reducing time lost in traffic. The oversupply issue is expected to take about 3 years to stabilize, while some experts say the issue is temporary. Rental and housing prices may continue adjusting. Economist Michael Ricaford highlighted that lower interest rates could encourage more property purchases, though prime condos might still be unaffordable for many Filipinos.
Buildings everywhere in the metro, but a lot of these aren't filled to capacity, while some are really empty. A report released by Lee Chiu Property Consultants shows there is now an oversupply of 29 months' worth of condominium units in Metro Manila. Quezon City has the highest number of available units with 18,500, followed by Ortigas and the Bay Area in Pasay. Have real estate companies built too much? Or is it just that very few are buying these days? Well, it's both and more.
Okay, so that problem is primarily in the mid segment.
What's the mid segment?
So anything between, I would say 3 million pesos to about 20 million pesos. That market is quite oversupplied because that market has been worn out by inflation, worn out by interest rates, and many SMEs are already feeling that.
But Lee Chiu also says it's a good time to buy.
Those are the ones whose developers are already offering fantastic payment terms. And now that interest rates are coming down, those fantastic terms are going to be improved because of the lower interest rates. So as a buyer of property, as somebody who wants to get their first home, their second home, whatever, or as an investment, it's a very good time to buy because you can take advantage of all the terms available today. And the banks want to keep lending, especially in the mid-end market, to diversify from concentration risk of lending to a small group of people.
And that was a report by ANC. I really enjoyed that video. And personally, I would never invest in a condo in the Philippines. To be honest, I might as well just take my money, go to a casino, put it all on black, and hope for the best. I'd probably get a better return on investment with that. But that's just me. I'm not a financial advisor or a real estate agent or someone with a lot of money to be splashing on condominiums. Just based on my personal experience, the prices I see compared to the units, the quality, the size, all that stuff, I just don't see the value. Given my life situation right now, if I was going to stay in the Philippines permanently, I definitely want to be away from the city center a little bit and probably invest in a home rather than actual condominium. The only downside is, as we all know by now, unless you're married to a Filipino, it's going to be very difficult to own any kind of property. There might be some legal ways around that, but I don't know anything about that stuff, so let's not get into all that. But yeah, let me know what do you think of this report. What are your thoughts? If you lived here recently in the past few, let's just say, months, you would know that it's true that the condo prices are reducing, especially after the POGOs have been kicked out. Next up, Manila faces a controversy over 561 million pesos in unpaid debts for garbage collection services, according to Leonel Waste Management, which has been the city's contractor since 1993. The firm denied allegations from Manila Mayor Honey Lacuna that it failed to fulfill its duties, pointing out that its contract expired on December 31st. The company claims to have fulfilled its obligations despite the city's debts, providing timestamped documentations and barangay certification as proof. Leonel Waste Management informed employees in December that their contract would not be renewed and had decided early in 2024 not to be joined in 2025 bidding. Meanwhile, the Manila government awarded 2 new contracts worth $842 million to Phil Ecology System Corp and Metro Waste Solid Waste Management Corp to handle waste collection in different city districts starting 2025. Residents raised concern after uncollected trash following the holiday season, prompting Mayor Lacuna to address the issue publicly. Now, yesterday, I was a little bit harsh on Leonel Waste Management. I was really quick to tell them to do their job, but it seemed like they did do their jobs. The mayor perhaps withheld some information, and then, they called their bluff or whatever, said, look at these documents, bro. They've been collecting trash all the way to the 31st. If you live in that area, let me know if you recall how that whole situation played out. Were they being collected until the way I see it, I think they probably did their job, and then from the 1st to the 5th or whatever, the new corporation, the new management, the new firm hadn't quite kicked in collecting the trash. But that's just, once again, my theory. Let me know if you know anything about this. Any of your insight will be appreciated. Next up, President Marcos Jr. expressed his gratitude to the United Arab Emirates for granting pardon to 220 Filipinos who were detained for various offenses. I guess that's good news. Filipinos are free and they're working right now to go ahead and bring them back to the Philippines. And then Trudeau is out. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced his resignation Monday, saying he would leave office as soon as his party chooses a new leader, with slumping polls and internal division taking their toll. After almost 10 years in power, Trudeau's support within the ruling Liberal Party began crumbling in 2024 due to intensifying public criticism focused on the rising cost of living.
So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as prime minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
Eyo, Canada has not been really that great for the past few years, and a lot of people are pointing fingers at Monsieur Trudeau. I don't know why I said that, Mr. Trudeau, but good news, I suppose. Some big changes, hopefully, coming to Canada. And then back to the Philippines, a luggage left by passenger on September 28th, 2024 at Ninoy International Airport, Terminal 3, contained 10.7 kilos of that substance I cannot say, the Bureau of Customs said on Monday. This is why they say to never leave your luggage unattended or go near it. You never know what kind of stuff is in there. Next up, Bangkok has surged to 34th place in the 2024 Global Cities Index, making the biggest leap among the top 50 cities. The significant improvement is thanks to gains in business activity, cultural scene, and information exchange. The city's enhanced sea freight ranking and growing number of global services firms have solidified its position as an international business hub. Bangkok's digital readiness and improved cultural experiences have also contributed to its rise. Despite the progress, Bangkok still faces challenges and must focus on environmental sustainability and innovation as it continues to climb. And even as of right now today, Bangkok is facing some pollution issues, air pollution, as they typically do throughout the entire year. Next up, in Vietnam, Vietnam's economy expanded by 7.09 in 2024, driven by strong export of electronics, clothing, and farm produce. Foreign investments inflows and increased coal imports help boost industrial output and avoid electricity shortages. While the growth is promising, challenges in banking and real estate remain. Vietnam continues to position itself as a rising economic force in Southeast Asia. It makes sense with the land and stuff, being a communist country. Regardless, hopefully, Vietnam continues to remain one of the most affordable places in Southeast Asia. It might not last too long, so if you've never been to Vietnam, I highly recommend it. I love that place. I've been to several cities in Vietnam, and I was actually going to go there soon, but I chose a different country, but that's for next month. I'll show you guys and share that with you guys. Let's go on to our next story. And then a Bluefin tuna weighing 608 pounds sold for $1.3 million at Tokyo New Year auction. The Michelin-starred sushi Onodera Group secured the prize cash, continuing their streak of top bids. While celebrated as a culinary treasure, the sale also raised a concern over the endangered status of bluefin tuna due to overfishing. I'm sorry, $1 million? I guess I'm gonna be going fishing tomorrow. How does this work? Do they have customers beforehand? If anybody knows how, tuna, $1 million? I get that it's big, but I guess people pay a lot of money for fresh tuna. I'm not really a big fan of sushi, but if you guys know anything about how that works, the whole auction, and how can they make money off $1 million fish, unless they have pre-ordered customers waiting to pay a ton of money for it. Anything you can share on that would be greatly appreciated as well. Now time for a segment Yesterday Today, where I read some of the most popular comments regarding yesterday's video. Manny says, I'm happy that there's a program to help dogs with shorts and fines. It's really sad to stray dogs in the street. My heart goes out to stray dogs. Yes, Alex, I love dogs. I love dogs too, my man. Boxer says they ask for money and they immediately get blocked. No reply given. This is regarding scams in the Philippines. Yeah, anybody asking for money, get the hell out of here. Amigo says, yeah, I've been hearing that for years about alcohol. That cancer stuff. Hey-oh, Halifax Computers Repair says, Trudeau resigned today is a goner, LOL. And that's it for this video. If you liked it at any point, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, consider sharing it with somebody that might also enjoy it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more Asia, Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, and other country newses. Bye.